Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The crooked man is charged with the murder of Faith and...
As I already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister?
Abla,
Where is he?
emri bu verdi, emri bu verdi.
Aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. I'm a scoundrel now.
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Ya sikim çevirinizi anlamıyorum ne demek istediğinizi. Yalan söylesek mi?
Sheriff?
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched.
Ne?
Beni executed him.
He's... what?
Dead.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various
kanıtımız
members
yok
of the
ki.
Fabletown community, including the
Var mı?
attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
He bu var evet.
Misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're an...
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk, well go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right,
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Pesimist kaybedersin devam edersen.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie.
Niye
I don't
kelepçesini
have to
açtık
tell
ya?
you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business.
Ya öldürecektik bunu ya. Sikerim adaletini ya.
He murdered two of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Ne?
What's he talking?
Is this going somewhere?
Straight to the point, I see. You'll make a fine deputy mayor. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith. The way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted to...
I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
Öylesin.
Your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners. I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
you know what?
Teyze seni bir sikerim. O ağacını da sikerim. Sonra sizi birleştirir tekrar sikerim. Bir sus.
I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
We didn't get you into this situation. He did.
Evet.
Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Gel aslanım.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
No?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like
Ben
what?
kötü bir şey yapmadım
How
ki.
about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
Anasını sikeyim, bir tane yumruk attım sadece, sikerim böyle oyuna. İçki verdim, sigara verdim ya.
Well, under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Bir tane yumruk attım sadece karnına ya.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless
Anasını satayım. Arkamda duranların hepsine ben size yardım etmedim mi? İbneler.
children too stupid?
Sadece o yardım etmiş gibi konuşuyorsunuz. Kaçınıza iş verdik, iş bulduk lan.
Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Ne?
Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
Aha.
I
Söyle.
want to- I need to say something.
Söyle. Söyle. Söyle.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
Sus
up.
lan.
You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Konuş. Konuş.
I
Kaşlara bir şey oldu bir
found
anda.
Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Narissa. My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves.
Dur lan.
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So
Evet ama ben birazdan anneni
I'll
atlayacağım
latch
hadi.
onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't
Konuşmam
let you go
bitti
free
aslanım.
like this.
Devam.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
Abla gelenek neyse,
I can help. We'll use magic. I assure
gelenek
you.
neyse onu yaparım, atarım kuyuya, sikimde değil gerisi.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So
Kafasını da kopartabilirim istiyorsan.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting you're...
Oy mu verelim? Oy verelim. Gördüğüm kadarıyla çoğu kişi ölmesini istiyor. Yani hmm.
So, why not? Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me. I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want this way.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call. Just do.
Abla özür dilerim. Sen de tüm oyun boyunca sevişmedin, ne yapayım? Sevişseydin.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson. Everyone, I'm
Not this way.
Allah. Bye.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
end it all. Already.
Git. Oh yeah.
Kurta dönüşüp kafasını ısır.
For Lily. And Faith.
Mercurial. Thank you.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? Leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want
Abi.
me down. Okay, great.
This fucking
Üf. Herkes biat edecek lan.
Mr. Wolf?
Efendim
Why
canım.
haven't you left his keys?
listen, Snow. Can you talk? I wondered.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Demek Mr. Wolf olduk ha.
Miss White.
Eyvallah, eyvallah. Eyvallah. Eyvallah.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Yine suçlu biz olduk amına koyayım böyle hayat. Herkes bizden anasını sikeyim pamuk gönderiyor, ben mi gönderiyorum seni? Domuz. Yine yalnız kaldık be.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Hey, come on, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. We forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking...
Oğlum ben seni göndermek istememiştim, özür dilerim.
Shit. Just go grab that, would you? How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby.
Efendim canım.
I have something.
Efendim.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please?
Veremem canım.
There's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
Lan çocuk, belki senin sayende sevişeceğiz lan. Devam.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
Ya Pamuk niye bize trip atıyor ki? Kararı ben verdim. Sen de aynı kararı vermeyecek miydin?
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on.
Ağlama lan, ben ne alacağım?
Have you been there before?
No.
Oranın sefiri bendim.
Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves. So
Evet,
you wouldn't know,
izledim ben.
would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Ya. Adam kayırmış olabiliriz yanlışlıkla. Ama işte bana onun seçimini sunmuyor ki yani. Hani.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah.
Korkuyorsun değil
I
mi?
am.
Çıkarınca ne olacağını hala bilmiyorsun.
Forget. I know it seems like I should be able to.
Yok mu peki? Kopuyormuş değil mi kafası?
Just
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own.
Kendi karar versin ya, yazık.
Listen, I came here because
He
I
canım.
have to tell you something.
What is it?
Benden hoşlandı.
What happened to Faith and Lily?
Ne?
I'm not sure where to start.
Ne demek? Evet, ne oldu?
Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out,
I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Narissa, just tell me
Ne
what
oldu lan?
happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked
Çıkar lan o kurdeleyi.
But then, oh God. I don't know what happened.
Şşş,
But that
dokunmak
night
daha
at the
güzel.
club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said.
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does
Ya
it matter?
ananı sikeyim
I know
senin
the
ya.
crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's bed at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here.
So that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence.
Doğru olanı yaptı.
Likes it that way.
Öyle yapmasaydı belki haberimiz olmayacaktı.
Fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and
Yani onu yapmasaydı hiç haberimiz bile olmayacaktı.
Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
Evet ya. Ne yapsam laf ediyorlar abi.
Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other and look out for us.
Bir saniye abi. Söyleyeceğim şeyi söylemeden önce buna ihtiyacım var da.
You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you...
Evet, ben de öyle düşünüyorum. Ben olsam kimse bir şey yapamazdı. Tabii, konuş ya. Sağ ol. Ya sen beni anlıyorsun ha. Ama o gitti be. Daha önce duymuştum be. Daha önce duymuştum. Ne oluyor lan, bir dakika. Bir dakika lan, ne oluyor?
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faye?
said he
Lan?
wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Eee...
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Böyle mi bitti? Vay be. İnsanların %38'i sadece kuyuya atmış. Crooked. Kafayı mı koparmıştı diğerleri? Ama diğer seçenek de var. Tutuklama da var. Bayağı Telltale'in yaptığı en iyi işmiş bu arada. Net. En fazla hapse atma mı? Tales from the Borderlands daha iyi. Bu da etkileyici ya. Tales from the Borderlands aralarda çok sıkıyordu, bu hiç temposunu kaybetmiyor. Bayağı güzeldi bu. Vay be. Vay be. Ama ama Pamuk gitti. Pamuk gitti. Ha, ikinci oyun episodik olmayacakmış. Çıkıyor, oynuyorsun ve bitiyor.
There was a time when you were heartless, brutal, a monster.
Ne yapayım, doğa böyle.
And I'm proud of you for changing all that, but I'm here to ask you to be those things once more.
Ne?
For them. For me.
Ne oldu lan?
Can I
Pamuk?
count on you? Bigby, can I count on you?
Always.